Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. The deck list will be in the description below, and there will be a comprehensive breakdown at the end of the video, but this is a quick sneak peek of what we're running today. I hope you guys enjoy the battles to come. See you there. Alright, welcome ladies and gentlemen. We're going to try this again. Do we like this? Okay. Pass it on back. I like these cards. Let's see how we do here. Going against Monkey Luffy from the starter deck 29 yellow version. When attacking, give 2 less life, draw a card. I have to play a little different against this leader because he's a 6 life leader. He can take a lot more shots from us than normal. 4 life leaders are normally what we like to fight against. I'm okay if he goes low in hand size, though. Got some 2Ks in our hand, some 1Ks, and we got our Monkey D. Luffy special. The fact that he didn't fire off the Dragon King. Okay, perfect. Get 2 cards out of his hand. We like that. Probably give him this. Definitely gonna give him this. Yeah, I'm playing your cards. I feel like we get in this time. Although I don't know if he's going to want to let me, because I have not gone down in life. So if he gets a Kikanojo out of there, it's not going to trigger, which we like. Gets a blocker, though. That'll be annoying. Now, if I can get out of this turn, I'd like to, because I'd love to pressure this Kikanojo while I have 4 lives. It'll depend on exactly how hard he hits. I have a fair amount of counter in hand. Six. What does Luffy do on 6? Play Kuma if they're still playing it. Don't know what else they would play exactly. Play a Sky Island Luffy like I'm doing, but I don't know if they're on that yet. Yep, they are going to play a Kiko, which means I have to get out of like a 7 and a 6. Okay. I don't have any blockers. Deck 6 I'm really okay with. Yeah. Less okay with that. I'm going to be at what? 5, 6, 7 next turn? That's probably fine. We'll trash this and this. Get out of all of it. See if I can pressure this Kikanojo now. I'd like that, but I can't exactly do anything about it, so we're going to deploy this. I'm just going to go into this heavier. If he uses the blocker, this will get too big. This forces a 2 and a 1 out of hand. Which means if I swing a basic 5 at him, I'm likely to get it. Okay. In that case, swing a nice basic 5 at him, see if he wants to get out of it. Does. Attack again. Okay. So I'm kind of low resources. Alright, he gets a Jinbei out of it. Not an end of the world. Our leader ability's online though, which is what we really like. Kind of probably bounce this. Actually, you know what I could? No, I can't. So I'll bounce this Yamato probably next turn, just because I don't think I have anything good, unless I find like a banished, any of my banished targets. Then I'd bounce those. Stussy into a S Shark. His attacks are going to be little. But there's going to be too many of them, so I will go down to 3, which means this Kikanojo is going to be annoying. Jinbei is going to be easy to remove. He's got 3 blockers on field, which means this guy's just insane. If he attacks it, I'll have to give him my only counter. I mean, he's got a 5/5 now. No blocker. I'm gonna defend my unit. I don't need... As fun as it is to trash one of your life. Let's remove this. Thought about removing this blocker, but this is going to go for a minute because he's got so many lives. Attack with this, yep. That's not a bad bounce target either. That's really not a bad bounce target. Okay, so we'll go deploy this. Probably just, probably take the rifle, just so that we're not in danger next turn. Yeah. Gonna remove the Jinbei so they get less attacks next turn. And then 8 and 7. Oh, 8 and then 9. How do you know it doesn't show me what I've revealed? Where is it? There it is. Okay, I have an E-zone on the top of my life. Good to know. Do I attack this? Nah, we pressure down. Oh, yeah, I can threaten lethal next turn. So this only protects my leader. So he's got actually a fair chance of removing this. But now I've got 2 of these guys too. So I think we should be able to kill him pretty well next turn. I just gotta get this to connect. I got 3 attackers, really. Depends how my hardy blockers up. Because if he blockers up and removes this, I'm probably not going to break through. It's going to be tight, though. It's very interesting having to play this a little slower with Yamato instead of just loading up. You have to kind of develop these mid-bodies. It's a very different play style. Okay, well, he turned this into a blocker now. Gave me the Ezo. This can take out my last life. Oh, he's gonna commit? Sure. Because a 7 I get out of, no problem. Like, Bonnie's a good character, but you're not going to make it through. Because I have this. You know I have this because I searched it. You should not have done that. Because now you die. My board is big. Big board. And I have an Ezo now. Your triggers can't save you now. Okay, so we could get like 9. And then we'll just attack 9. And then 7. Just see how much counter he had left. Yeah, I was like, I don't think you got much. GG, my man. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. That was a good game. Look at us go. I like this package a lot. We figured out a pretty good balance now. Everything worked as intended. It's crazy. These laws make such a difference in the deck. I wish they were searchable. I haven't figured out a good way to search them yet. Let me know what you guys think. What did I do right? What did I do wrong? What do you guys want to see the deck transform into? This, I think, is a better list. I'll go over to it at the end, but I think we're getting there. Let me know what you guys think. All right, I will catch you in the next one. All right, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see how we do. One more game of One Piece. Got the unblockable Sanji. That's good to know. We just developed this guy. We're just putting him out there because he's a good bounce target. Add 1 card for your Dawn deck as active. See what you got, Red Purple Luffy. Interesting. I haven't seen this in a minute. It's a 6K. Nah, that's not what I was hoping for. Okay, okay. Do we take a dead man's game here? Do you want defense or offense? They both require a Dawn up. I think we'll take this. It's just more flexible. Do 1 or go down to 1 life immediately. No, it says I don't want to go down to 1 life immediately. Okay, I can actually use this as a blocker now because I got another bounce target. Okay, so I'm at 4, next turn is 6. I can do the law bounce. Trash that. It's really annoying, so when attacking, I don't want to spend a turn clearing it. 8, we take. No, we'll just keep it as 2K. Oh, he's got another one. Jeez. Yeah. No, you're good. Ramp. Ramp away. I'm not gonna care. My goal is to try and kill you. And if you want to put 2 Dawn on these a turn, that's fine. Take 1, free block the other one. If you ever clear this, I just trash your last of your life, and then I get to Dead Man's Game and just kill you. What do we got for 2Ks in here? We got a fair amount. Roger. Okay. Well, he's not gonna get Dawn underneath these anyways. So you leave this up for Gum Gum Giant? I mean, I have a board. And you don't have a lot of cards. No, we'll trash it. I don't think I'm going searching for much. If you use this, it tells me something. I froze my Yamato. That's annoying. Okay, well, that's going to make it harder to go for lethal. That's interesting. So I didn't have enough Dawn, so he's still only a 6. You know? I could go 6, pick this up, I can play it back down. Is that good enough? I could drop it. He's only got 4 cards in hand. Can I kill him at that point? Because that really only costs me 2. Then I've got, what, 2 on here for an 8, and then 8/8. That's not probably good enough. So I think we do just continue to develop. Can we do this to heal? Sure. We're just going to poke you down a little bit. We'll kill this. Yeah, I didn't attack your leader. You thought I was going to attack your leader. There you go. You have to hit me 3 times through 2 blockers. I don't think you're doing that. I don't have anything to give that rush. But it will make your guy big. But I got a lot of board, man. Try and kill my board. Sure. 10, I'll give you this. Or I can just give you some counter, that's fine too. Didn't swing with Roger for some reason. I'm guessing one of these is a Gum Gum Giant, which is why it keeps leaving the Dawn open, which means it's a dead card. Which means I just gotta peel 1 card out of him. And then I'm gonna put 2 here and it should kill him. Because a dead card, a card to get out of this, means he dies. Show me Gum Gum Giant. Yep. Got him. Should have attacked with this. I would have given you my mini blocker, but it would have gotten a card. And that's how you kill this. Silly red, purple Luffy. Tricks are for kids. Ah, man. Could have played this eventually, but who needs that? This would have been funny. Just eventually KO this, but this would have been the first thing he attacked with. All right, let me know what I did right. Let me know what I did wrong. GG to my opponent. Poor guy. All right, guys, it's working. It's working much better. All right. I think that's all I got for you, though, so we'll see you in the next one. Yamato from Opio 6. Got some nice double attack. All right, they find their 8-cost carrot. Nice, nice. All right, we're going to play this. What are we going to take off of this? We got some nice 2K options here. I think that's all we can take, is our 2Ks. We'll take the blockers just because it's better. Turn those and pass. Okay, so we got a nice straw hat package here. Got a 2K, a couple of easy throwaways. They find their Zhao. Got their Bartholomew out, sure. Yeah, you can have that. Do we take this? I'm only on 4. Probably not. There you go. You can have that. They do have a blocker, though, which is annoying. Okay, we're gonna go deploy this, give this to this. Where to go? 7 at them. 7 banish. I'm hoping to get 2 cards out of them. Or we get their blocker, which is fine as well. I know one of these is a brick, though, so it's going to be most of their hand. And Carrot's not going to have a lot to freeze here. They let me have it. They say, no, I'd rather rest your characters. Garchu. I haven't actually seen him run that. It's a good card, though, I guess. Just rest and rest. No cost limit, nothing. Okay, I will be on 6 next turn, and I'd love to keep this. We'll see how well they want I dress it. Another Bartholomew. Give up an E-Claw. Interesting. I'll take that one. Ooh, another Nami. I like that a lot. I'm gonna keep it. I'll swing your blocker at it. No, he says, no, I don't. I guess I should have swung my 3 at their 2 first. Remove this. I don't think it really matters. They're never going to run out of minks. It's just how they go. Next turn will be this and this. Because we're going to be at 8. Oh, they don't want to go with my guy? No, it's fine. You've got nothing down. Got 5 for a carrot. Freeze this. That will be fine. What's it gonna be, actually, man, I'd like to rest a bunch of their stuff. Okay, they just play Luna. Yeah, we're gonna go Luna and clear some stuff. Apparently I should have killed that. Okay. Attack 6 at it. But I was having so much fun killing you. Come on. Oh, you had a E-Luna too. You were gonna be fine. Not really. You're gonna play 2 of these next turn. Be at 1 card. No, I just killed you next turn. Probably with this, to be honest with you. Actually, no, I didn't even need that. I got these. Okay, well, we absolutely bodied old Carrot there. Yeah, so this combo is just brutal. Picking back the Onami up, putting these 2 down, getting to play the Onami, either on that turn or the follow-up turn. We smashed out 4 of their lives with Banish just by being big. We had a blocker that they could, of course, rest, and then they'd have to try and kill me through 2 of these. But I had these rush options, which were just going to destroy them because they weren't going to have enough blockers. They'd have nothing in hand, and then at 2k, that wasn't going to be enough. We were just going to punch straight through. Well, let me know what you guys think. What did I do right? What did I do wrong? I think we're starting to cook pretty hard here. I didn't use my leader effect there last turn. I should have used it on the Onami to kill this. I would have saved us a card. So that was a mistake, but let me know what you guys think. What are we doing right? What are we doing wrong? If you guys like Yamato, I think this is probably the best list I've seen in a while. I like this strategy here. This into this with these guys as your backup. Heat Strike's pretty darn good too, because we go down pretty fast in life count. Had a nice blocker in there. Had an emergency blocker. Doesn't do a ton against Carrot because they just rest everything. This is a better 2K than the one we were playing before. I get credit to my guys over on my Discord. They suggest this. Well played, my friends. We liked that a lot. This also has a pretty darn good trigger of just draw a card if you're up high on life. So let me know what you guys think. All right, let's go check out the deck profile. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here is the deck profile for what we've been playing today. It's Yamato from OPS 6, double attack. We tried a version yesterday. It was a little janky. It felt like it was a hit or miss. We've made it. This is way more consistent. I'm happy with this list. Some guys helped me out. I got a couple of suggestions, and man, we found what works. Activate main if your opponent has 3 or less life cards attached to Arrested Dawn cards to one of your characters. Good enough. We're running 4 of the Nami. It's a 1/2/1 on play. Look at the top 5 for a Straw Hat card. We are running a fairly robust Straw Hat package in this, and it is working out really well for us. Let's go over it. I got 4 2Ks in. Laboon is a 1-cost 2K counter, and it protects our 7,000 or less from being removed by the field by effects by resting cards, which is fine because we've started leaving more cards on the field like Onami, Laboon, and Nami on the field that we can rest and still feel fine resting them for the effect. It's a good protector. It's a decent 2K. That's why it's in there. This deck is actually running 4, 8, 12 2Ks plus 2 2K events and 2 3K events. So we're getting robust. And now we've got Nami in here as a 4/2/1 blocker. Rest up 2 of your opponent's cards with 8 or less. So this starts solving all of our blocker problems that Yamato normally has, and then sets 5 Dawn cards back at the end of the turn. And that's just part of the effect, which means people are less likely to expect these 2 counter events because it's just part of the effect. Why wouldn't you do it? People are starting to miss that I just say, hey, I got a bunch of counter events in hand now. And then we've got a nice 4-cost blocker here in a 4/2K counter. And on opponent's turn, this character would be rested by your opponent's character's effect. You may rest one of the other character instead. It's only okay, but it's the best option you could really find is a 2K for the Nami search. Just because the other one I was running in the last build didn't have a trigger that was applicable because our leader wasn't Monkey D. Luffy. Now we've got this, and if we have to play it as a blocker, it's got a better stat line. And then we've got Trafficker Law. This is becoming the heart and soul of the deck. You really want to find this. You want to find preferably 2 copies. A 6/6 brick. If you have 1 or less life, he hates blocker. That's fine, but it doesn't really matter. On play, you may return 1 card to your hand to play up to 1 character card with a cost of 5 from your hand rested. The problem with this in the previous builds was our Yamato Searcher. People removed it because it was an attacker. The Nami Searcher usually gets left alone because it's just a searcher and it sits there. This Onami also sits on board, which makes it a good bounce target, or the Laboon because it's only a 1 cost. As a 2/3/1, this Onami gives our leader or one of our characters banished for the turn. And it's got a really good trigger of KO up to one of your opponent's 5 cost or lower characters. I can't tell you how many times this triggers. This is a really good trigger. And now that we're healing, this does really well for us. We got Izo, same thing, 2/1/1 counter. Dawn times 2, this character gains blocker, so that's always off your leader effect. And then on play, your land of Wano type leader gains banish during the turn. So it's just another banish card. These two guys, really solid into yellow decks. We've got 2 copies of Brook, which is a 2/2/1. It's just a good chump blocker that I threw in. It's another searchable target off of the Nami because I actually can't find Nami off of Nami. So if I need to find a blocker, this is my target. It's cheaper than the Zoro, but the Zoro and this do come in play. They're pretty good. We got our Frankie, which is a 4/5 2K. We just want our 2Ks. And trigger, draw 1 card, and if you have 1 or less life card, we also get to play this card. So he replaces himself, and we get a body on field, which is pretty dang good. It's not quite as solid as Kiku Nojo in the attack department, and the annoying fact that people don't want to remove it, but it being a 2K counter makes us much harder to kill. I found that the deck needed some survivability later in the game, and we found it finally. By going heavier into our 2Ks, going down in the number of bricks we were playing. We got a 5 cost 6K 1K counter in Yamato. This is our target for the Trafficker Law Bounce. On play, give up to 3 rested cards to your land of Wano type leader. On KO, trash 1 card from the top of your life. So what usually happens is this Nami is sitting on field, or this Onami is on field. Preferably the Onami. You can play the Law, bounce the Onami to hand, and play this off of it rested. You still get the 3 Dawn, so on like your 6 Dawn turn, you're still getting to attack for 8, and you just developed 2 6K bodies, one of which, the one that comes out rested, will burn their life if they attack it. So that means I get to attack for 8, develop a blocker, have a body that'll trash a card from the top of their life if they choose to attack it. That means I'm threatening 3 of their life with a single move and developing a blocker for myself. It's really solid. And then we've got a 5/6 1K in Borsalino. Should need no introduction. He's a blocker, and on play, if you have 2 or less life cards, add to 1 card from the top of your deck to the top of your life. He can be played off the Law. It's not bad because they still have to attack him, which means he did his job of absorbing an attack anyways, and he still does get you the heal. The heals are important in this deck. We like the fact that we get to just put stuff on top of our life, and we don't have terrible triggers in the deck, whether it's the Onami to KO something or one of our other guys to draw something. It's fine. But it's good enough with the Law if you get to do this. If you get to do this, you've developed 2 blockers. That's okay. I do like the Luffy as well. This has actually replaced Hody Jones. I took him out of the list. I wanted to go down in bricks, so I decided to just cut Hody entirely. I don't need him as much. Because we're playing the Namis, and we're playing 2 copies of Dead Man's Game, this Luffy is insanely good. He's cheaper than the Hody, he doesn't burn us, and he gets to be bigger attack, because a lot of the stuff we're playing against wants to play big counter events. Now, if I have 6 or more Dawn cards on our field, this character gains Rush, so he's a Rush unit just like Hody. When your opponent activates an event or blocker, reveal up to 1 card from the top of your life, this character gains plus 1,000 power during his turn per 1 cost of the reveal event. Our average is about 4 to 5. That means our guy here is getting somewhere in the neighborhood of 4 to 5, making him either an 11 or 12K attacker. That's really solid, so people don't want to risk it when we start attacking. So if I get to use double attack, they have to start using blockers because they don't want to get hit by my massive double swing. So I'm usually loading 3 or 4 Dawn underneath to get events out of hand anyways. And if I have this Luffy sitting on field, we're now threatening them with a big double attack and a big main attack. But sometimes what I want to do is just threaten their life with my Yamato leader and then use this guy to say, okay, if you counter out, I'm going after your board with an attack you probably can't get out of. Good enough. We like it a lot. And then we've got 2 copies of Dead Man Game, a 1-cost event. You may rest 3 of your Dawn cards, rest up to a total of 2 of your opponent's characters or Dawn, so it's a 4 cost. But it also has a counter where our leader gains plus 3,000 power during the turn, which is really solid, also searchable. And then we've got Raw Heat Strike, a 1-cost event. We I switched this over the golden rifle because this can protect our characters, which is another great suggestions from my guys in my Discord. Counter up to one of your leader or character cards gains plus 2,000 power during this battle. Then if you have one or less life cards, you have up to one of your opponent's leaders or characters minus 2,000 power during the battle. During this turn, sorry. So it can work as a 2 and a 2 if we're at 1 life. And I will tell you, hovering at 1 life for Yamato, not super hard. You'll see it a lot in my battles today. We take our hits kind of aggressively because we want cards in hand so that we can combo our appropriate combos and then just start wailing in. Borsalino is going to be the only thing that keeps us from sitting at 1, and it's okay because you can kind of know what you're going to do. This is only a 2 of, but it has a good trigger of draw 1 card as well, so it's not bad. So let's go over the ratios real quick. For this Nami, I've got a lot of targets that are Straw Hat. We've got 4, 8. This is Nami, it's not Nami, and it is still Straw Hat Crew, so it is searchable. So 8, 9, 10, 14, 18, 22 different searches that for that. So it's about half of our deck is searchable, which is really solid for us. Then we've got all of our good events to lay stuff down. Between the Namis and the Deadman game, blockers are no longer a huge threat to us. We're really happy with them. And don't forget, our leader effect makes it so this event really only costs us 2. So that's really good as well. Same thing here. So 4 for 2 to lay anything down. And this one developing us a blocker is really solid, and it annoys our opponents to no end. Also, like I said, this restanding 5 makes it so that they don't suspect we have these events because it's just part of the effect and there's no reason to ever not do it. What else is in here? What do you guys think? This is pretty solid. I like having this as a good chump blocker. It's come up. I like having this as anti-removal. It's come up. I haven't played these down, but that's okay. The Onami getting bounced multiple times is really good with the law. And the fact that we're just comboing it straight into this Yamato is super solid as well. The leader effect, just threatening double attack all the time, and the fact that we can threaten banish. I really do like to go. I want to go second in case you guys were wondering on our curve. So if we go second, that's what I'm aiming for because I want to go 2, put the other 2 down our leader, go 7 banish. Okay, next turn. I want to drop preferably an Ezo down and go, okay, I'm going to play 2, put the 4 cards under my leader, 9 banish. They usually can't. Everybody almost always counts out of the 7. That's fine. That gets their hand size nice and low. And then I go 9. They don't have the hand size anymore, and they usually don't have a blocker for it. And say, okay, now you're losing 2 of your life cards to banish, and you went down last turn, which means you've got less cards in hand, and you just lost those resources, and I developed the blocker. All right, 6th on turn. Pick up the Onami or the Ezo from our first turns, put that back in hand, play the Yamato off of it. My 1k came back to hand. My Yamato got played onto field. 3 Dawn just went underneath my leader. Now you have to deal with an 8k on that follow-up attack, and I just developed 2 bodies. Really good. That next turn to follow it up, I really just want to drop a 1 or 2 of these. Depending on if we've been getting hit hard, I'm going to drop a Borsalino. If I got the time, I want to start dropping Luffy's, as many as I can get. That way I can say, okay, I'm going to put 2, maybe 3 Dawn underneath my leader, and then I'm going to attack in for 8 with my double attack. I'm just going to leave the Luffy on field and say, okay, what are you going to do about the last 2 lives you have? Because this Luffy, if you counter out with an event or you block, this Luffy's coming at your board for probably like 11 or 12, and you're going to lose something. And from the previous turn, we've got a blocker that's defending our life. We've got a Yamato that's going to be another attacker that they don't want to KO. So now you have to deal with 2 6s and a 7 at minimum. And I just swung at you for like another 8 double attack. Your life's going to get hard fast. I think this is the best build I could come up with. Let me know what you guys think. Is there something better? But I like the Straw Hat Crew package. Laboon's a really good option for keeping us safe. I like our events for keeping us alive longer. And I like Borsalino for healing up because Yamato needs to sustain for a little bit longer than she used to, given the board states. Because everybody else is almost as fast as we are now. So let me know what you guys think. Do you like the Straw Hat package? Do you think it's too greedy? Do you think we're too combo heavy? Let me know. I'd love to find a way to search my trafficker well, but I haven't figured it out yet. So if you guys got any suggestions, let me know. If you do me a favor, like, comment, and subscribe, that would be awesome. I like hearing from you. The channel's growing slowly but steadily. I'd love to see what you guys have to say. I will respond to your comments. It's been cool to hear from you, and I appreciate it a lot. I think that's all I got for you, so I'll see you next week.